Right now, more jury deliberations coming today in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, the issue that's led to a third request for a mistrial. And we are following up on breaking news from last night as police investigate a scene on Madison's east side.
And as you plan your day, there's one thing you're going to notice. We're a lot colder. We're talking about how things could look even colder as we start off Thanksgiving week. That's in the First Warn forecast.
All right, Chris. Thanks for joining us, everyone. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford. A third day of jury deliberations set to begin today in the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse. Yesterday, a dispute over video quality caused a third motion for mistrial. Our McKenna Alexander is live outside the Kenosha County Courthouse this morning with more. Good morning, McKenna.
Yeah, Chris, that request comes from as jury was reviewing video that was presented in court. One drone video specifically came into question. Now, the prosecution had a quality version of the video going into the trial, whereas the defense had a lower quality compressed resolution version. So they say it's unfair because if they'd gotten a better quality version, they would have changed how they approached the trial. Now, deliberations are set to begin at 9 o'clock this morning, with Judge Schroeder can rule the case a mistrial at any time, including after the verdict. Another part that was in case today was if the jury can continue viewing that video, which Judge Schroeder ruled they can view it as many times as they want, so they could potentially continue reviewing it into this morning. Judge Schroeder again said he is biased to deny those mistrials, but he has yet to do so.
McKenna reporting us at the Kenosha County Courthouse. Thank you, McKenna. Of course, we will push out any updates through our News 3 Now mobile app. Continuing coverage now, police searching for a suspect accused of firing some shots in the area of an apartment complex on Madison's east side. Police confirmed last night shots were fired near the complex near the intersection of Monona Drive and Cottage Grove Road. No one hit by gunfire, though. A woman working in the area told us that people who live nearby came into her shop upset and confused.
I really hope that this stops happening because this is a great community, so it'd be great. And I don't know, I love working over here. It's a good community. I'd like it to stop, but yeah, that's about it.
Madison police did not tell us how many shots were fired or whether any rounds caused any damage. They also did not provide a description of a suspect. A safety plan in place this week at Verona High School after police arrested an 18-year-old student accused of bringing a loaded, concealed gun to school yesterday. Verona staff confronted him when they heard that he may have a gun. Security walked the student outside, and that's when a loaded .40 caliber handgun fell from his waistband. The district says the student didn't threaten anyone, and there's no ongoing threat. In an email, the district superintendent, Dr. Jermaine Clarity, says that the situation was quickly and safely resolved with the help from the school's security team. Dr. Clarity added that district administrators and security staff are working with police to make sure that the school has a safety plan in place for the rest of the week. 6:02, let's get a check of Madison's certified most accurate forecast. Chris Reese, so much colder out than yesterday.
Yeah, remember those 50s we woke up to yesterday?
Nice.
They're gone. They're out of here. They said we are leaving. They're taking a little bit of a vacation for the time being. So we are in the 20s this morning. Janesville still at 30. Same for our friends at Basketball. Mineral Point has fallen to 28. We don't warm up that much as we go throughout today. Winds are going to be out of the west and the northwest, and that's just where the source of this colder air actually is as we go throughout today. So that being said, enjoy the sunshine while we have that at times this morning. But yes, things are going to be cloudy, especially as we start to move towards the afternoon with even a chance for some flurries moving in. 24-hour temperature change. Notice southeastern Wisconsin, that's where you're approaching almost 30 degrees colder than 24 hours ago. But I'm also paying attention to this band of snow flurries that's working in around central Wisconsin right now. That's going to work its way further towards the south. The reality is there's a layer of dry air between these flurries and the ground. But I'm looking at things this morning and I'm realizing there's just a smidge enough moisture that we at least have to keep that chance for flurries around as we go throughout today. So while a lot of that doesn't make it to the ground, don't be surprised if you do see some flurries while you are out and about. Temperatures are staying into the low 30s for your highs as we move into the afternoon. 1:30, we're right around 33. And then 34 is about as good as it gets. We'll clear out tonight. We fall to 21. A lot of spots are going to fall into the teens overnight tonight, especially as you work your way towards central Wisconsin. Check out Black River Falls. They're always the cold spot. They could make it to 14 or colder as we go throughout tonight. Then tomorrow we'll see more clouds, but we are warmer. 38 is that high as we start to get into your Friday afternoon. Notice Saturday morning At 1 o'clock, we're at 34. Winds are coming out of the south. By Saturday, we actually begin to warm things up just a bit because this core of cold tries to move out, but it's only moving out to make way for the shot of cold that's going to move in towards Monday. Monday will be a raw, blustery, cold day around here. I'm talking temperatures in the 20s and a lot of wind as we move towards Monday. That means wind chills down around 0 Monday morning, wind chills into the afternoon, not getting out of the single digits as we move towards Monday. And we will also see a chance for some flurries flying around on Monday as well. So it'll be a true midwinter feel day. We do warm up, actually. I've talked a lot about how next week was going to be colder, and it will be overall. But by the middle of next week, a storm system passing by will actually throw some warmer air our way. So I've moved our high to 41, but that's ahead of another cool down as we move towards the end of next week. I will tell you, models have been all over the place when it comes to next week, and that's one of the things that I told you all. Every day that I was here this week, we were going to look at the model data and what it was showing. Remember they all lost a storm system? Well, guess what's back? We're going to talk about that in about 10 minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Chris Reese, thank you much. Thanksgiving, 1 week away now. The Goodman Community Center has been collecting Thanksgiving food and supplies to help make sure that all families can enjoy a Thanksgiving meal next week. Our Leah Linscheid and Leah Linscheid, just Leah right now, is live at the Goodman Community Center with more. Hey, Leah.
Good morning, Chris. Josh is here. We'll get to him in a second. He's got a really festive hat on, so I had to, build up the suspense for viewers before we get to my pal Josh. But in case you were wondering, Chris, what 32,000 pounds of fresh produce looks like, you're looking at it. Look at this. This is all local sourced produce. We have broccoli, we have onions, tomatoes, we have potatoes, we have carrots, everything you could possibly need to put together the perfect Thanksgiving meal. And that's what the Goodman Community Center is doing for 4,400 families this holiday season. But they need your help. Josh Sprider looking festive this morning, per usual. Josh, tell us a little bit about how much help they need right now.
Yeah, this looks great and all, but there's still a lot of stuff they need. Follow along with me here. You can see we have a lot of things piled up along the wall here, and this may look like a lot, but they're currently tallying everything up. They have everything up on a countdown up on the walls right now. So with the gravy, they still need close to 3,500 of them, and we've just got a few days left. So keep that in mind here, folks. This may look like a lot, but we are trying to feed thousands of families here in the area. And the same thing with the mac and cheese stuffing. There are still thousands needed here in the Goodman Community Center, so we still have plenty of time to be able to get that in here the next couple of days. But, the countdown is on, Leah. Thanksgiving's a week away, and we have a lot that we really need to do here for Madison.
Yeah, and they're hoping to put a lot of these meals together tomorrow night because families can start picking them up Saturday morning. They'll continue to put them together. But yeah, if you guys can bring us some gravy live on air, we would love that. Speaking of live on air, Josh looking fairly festive right now, but we could step it up a little bit. We have a turkey costume for him, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. We're going to get you dressed up for the season.
Gobble, gobble, gobble till you wobble. That's what we say, right?
Oh, boy. All right. All right, Chris, we'll send it back to you. Stay tuned, though.
Can't wait to see it. Josh, Leah, thanks a lot. To the Bucks now, and Giannis Antetokounmpo's big night against the Lakers. Giannis scored almost half the team's points last night with 47. And it was Chris Middleton's first game back after being out for 8 games with COVID. Middleton making some Bucks history last night in his return. He ties up Ray Allen for the most three-pointers made in franchise history, a record he should break by the week's end. Final score last night, Bucks 109, Lakers 102. Brewers, meantime, adding another accolade to their season. Brewers pitcher Corbin Burnes named the best pitcher in the National League. Burnes won 11 games for Milwaukee last year with a 2.4 ERA. It's the first Cy Young Award for Milwaukee since 1982. It means the Brewers can now say that they had the best starter as well as relief pitcher. Josh Hader taking home that award for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. 6:09 now. Coming up, we are tracking the rising price of natural gas. How much more you should plan on paying this winter to heat your home.
And Josh and I are in the 608, getting him a little dressed up for the season. I think he's ready. Stay tuned. You're going to hear how you can help serve 4,000 families in Dane County this Thanksgiving season.
The official Black Friday preview sale starts now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 42% off top brand appliances while they last. Plus special no-interest financing on appliances with no minimum purchase at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside the Ashley Home Store of Madison.
Habitat homes are built and bought by the hardworking families that live in them. Through affordable mortgages backed by your donations, Habitat Dane County offers a chance for these families to invest in their future and their community. Please donate or volunteer today.
Hey guys.
Hey Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
It's my woke up like this migraine medicine. It's Ubrelvy. One dose can quickly stop my migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
The grand opening of the all-new Ashley Home Store of Madison is on now. Don't miss grand opening specials up to 65% off while they last. Plus, no interest until November 2026. The grand opening sale is on now at the Ashley Home Store of Madison on East Springs Drive.
You're watching News 3 Now This Morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back, folks. Leah Lynch died in the 608 this morning. Is it hunting season? Because I'm spotting some wild turkeys out in the grounds here. Oh, my goodness. Josh always has the best sound effects. You look phenomenal. We've been promising the people, we gave them what they wanted.
Do I look good? Do I need to, like, strut the runway with the turkey suit on today?
Oh, boy, you guys. Josh Sprider, looking great, talking about a really great cause this morning.
You know, we got a few more days. We've been talking about this for a while, but it is crunch time right now as we're helping out the Goodman Community Center with the turkey basket drive right now. And we want to bring in Francesca Fresk with the community center right now. You're the food pantry manager, and you guys have a ton of food here, but you guys still need quite a bit going into this weekend.
Yeah, feeding over 4,000 families takes a lot of food. So even though our gym is starting to get filled up, we still need our community's help to bring out the items that we're most in need of.
So what are those items that are still needed this weekend?
We need a lot of gravy still. My 8-year-old daughter would say you can't have potatoes without gravy. So we definitely want to deliver on the gravy. We need over 3,400 things of gravy still, so that's making me a little nervous. We need some stuffing, we need broth, we need some mac and cheese. So all of those things will be great if people could get out to the stores and make a purchase and drop it off, or we'll also take financial donations to help us kind of make those last minute purchases.
Yeah, Second Harvest Food Bank, they've been dropping stuff off here this morning as we've been on here, News 3 Now this morning. But, you know, just because it looks like there's a lot of food means that you guys still have a lot to go yet.
Yeah, we have lots of wonderful produce The gym has a new aroma thanks to all the fresh onions and potatoes in here. So we're getting excited because it means it's real. It's starting to happen, but there's still a lot more work to do today and tomorrow before we start packing those bags.
You know, talk a little bit about the local impact from the community here for you guys.
Yeah, it's really cool. We get to do, through Second Harvest and some of our community partners, we've purchased a lot of things local. So the produce this year is all grown here in Wisconsin, which is great to be able to support these local farmers. A lot of our other purchases that we'll make through the store and things like that will support some of our local stores. So it's good to know that we're also making an impact on our local economy.
So you guys are going to be out here over the next few days, so if people have donations, stop on by, right?
Yep, stop on by, come see me, and all the volunteers that are here to help out will be very grateful. We're here until 7 the next couple nights, and we're here through the weekend accepting donations.
Very good, Francesca. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the good work that you're doing here. Of course, we're going to get all this up on channel3000.com. I'll bring Leah back in, and I'm having a hard time seeing with this thing on. This thing's getting a little droopy on me, but I tell you what.
I'm having a hard time keeping it together, I gotta be honest.
It's actually quite warm on a cold morning like this, so.
It's so lifelike. I mean, look at, they even have this little, what do you call that? Is that
Will you stop playing with this little
gizzard?
floppy little thing there, Leah?
Can we say gizzard on television?
Stop touching it, Leah. Stop
Okay,
touching
I gotta stop.
Hard to take Josh seriously wearing that costume.
Okay.
He's talking about a serious issue and whatever. It
is. He's talking about a very, very serious topic. A really, really great way to give back to your community. We're going to try and get it together during this next break. Chris, back to you.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Thanksgiving is just 1 week away, and the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is getting ready. Check this out. The Allied Family Club just hosted a big volunteer event last night preparing for today's meal giveaways. Second Harvest Food Bank donated all the food. Organizers say it's a way for people to come together and celebrate the holidays.
Well, during COVID, we've really been focused on food security, and I think it's just an opportunity for us to ensure that all families have access. There is going to be a shortage that we hear during the holiday season for these goods, so being able to work with Second Harvest to secure these items for all the families in our community and surrounding community is something that we value.
If you register to pick up a meal, the giveaway is tonight at all 3 of the Madison area locations from 4 until 6. Prices going up across the board on gifts, groceries, and gas. This means energy bills are going up. Nationwide, natural gas prices are more than double what they were last year, the highest in more than a decade. That means homeowners with natural gas can expect their bills to go up about 30%. People with propane and heating oil will pay even more. MG&E says its customers can expect to pay $25 to $30 a month more.
Well, for a lot of people, it might feel like the hardships of the pandemic are behind us. That's just really not the case.
Some advice is, as it continues to get colder outside, don't change and lower the temperature multiple times a day. That will use even more energy and raise your bill. 617, boy, the heat cranking this morning, Chris. Nice and cold out there.
Nice and cold. It's going to be nice and cold as we start to move towards Thanksgiving week as well. And that's what I want to take a moment to look at. That's been my promise to you all week long. So let's walk through the model data and what's showing up. Starting with Saturday and into Sunday, the models have kind of come up with a different idea on this storm system on Sunday. If you remember yesterday, it was looking like a lot of rain on parts of Sunday, ending as some snow. Now, not as much precipitation, but still perhaps some light snow showers and flurries that arrive Sunday night and into parts of Monday. Still dragging in some of the coldest air of the season, by the way, as we move towards Monday. Remember the models lost that possible storm on Wednesday? Guess what they've brought back? So now we're talking about perhaps some rain and snow as we move towards Wednesday. That chance for flurries on Thanksgiving is still there, especially some of that colder air starts to wrap back in from the north. A lot of that's not going to show up on Future Track just because this version of Future Track is not high resolution enough to pick up on such a thing. But then by the time we get you towards Friday, look at what it has moving in from the south with more flurries as we move towards Saturday. So that was Model 1. Here's Model 2. Still seeing our snow showers and flurries as we start to move into Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's dry for us because it has that storm system just way further to the north. So we'll watch how that plays out. Also, further towards the north, this model has a system as we start to move towards the end of the week with some snow. So there's so many questions and not enough answers as we start to move towards next week. But we're going to really try to break that down. Still, it's important to have your car prepared, especially if you're going to be on the road for running into winter weather. This graphic right here, I'm going to tweet that and post it on Facebook in a couple of minutes just so that you can have that. It's also good to put some jumper cables in the car. That's one thing that I don't have right now. But temperatures, we're going to continue on that roller coaster as we go through the next couple of days. It doesn't have to be a roller coaster when it comes to your commute, though. So take it easy as you head out this morning. So far, all is green, and that means go.
That's right. Chris Reese, thank you very much. All right, we are giving you a chance to win a pair of News 3 Now coffee mugs. All you have to do is go to our website and answer our question of the day. And our question today is, would you go on a cruise? Yes or no answer. A lot of cruise lines are getting back out there, and a lot of more folks are willing to go on them. So are you ready to go? Would you go on a cruise? Go to channel3000.com/contests and let us know. Sometimes we have a link on the homepage, too, to make it easier for you. If it's not there, go to channel3000.com/contest. And a reminder that the contest ends on November 24th. That'll be your last chance to win a pair of News 3 Now coffee mugs. Coming up, a group of death-defying women and the record they now own. And we are live in Kenosha this morning for the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. What we can expect to happen today and the issue that's led to the latest request for a mistrial.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
There's a different way to treat HIV. It's once monthly injectable Cabenuva. Cabenuva is the only once-a-month complete HIV treatment for adults who are undetectable.
Cabenuva helps keep me undetectable. It's 2 injections given by my healthcare provider once a month.
HIV pills aren't on my mind.
I love being able to pick up and go. Don't receive Cabenuva if you're allergic to its ingredients or taking certain medicines which may interact with Cabenuva. Serious side effects include allergic reactions, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If you have a rash and other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Cabenuva and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have liver problems or mental health concerns, and if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Some of the most common side effects include injection site reactions, fever, and tiredness. If you switch to Cabenuva, attend all treatment appointments.
With once a month Cabenuva, I'm good to go.
Ask your doctor about once monthly Cabenuva.
Black Friday is happening now at Steinhafels. Start with 35% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. Then save big on bonus buys throughout the store. Like this wine cabinet, $149. A queen upholstered bed, also $149. A queen beauty rest mattress, now just $399. This 5-piece dining set, $799. A 2-piece sectional, only $12.99. The Black Friday deals start now, only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobison, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
We're back here at 624. A lovely photo from Julie this morning. The sun's shining through the trees there. You can tell this was taken a few weeks ago because all of the leaves are still on the trees. Update from the Stanford household, all of my leaves now cleared. The maples, I have a couple of huge maples in my yards, and they finally dropped all those yellow leaves, and it's taken me a while. Finally got some good weather yesterday, Chris Reese, to finish that up.
I was going to say, are there any leaves left? Are they all gone?
Yeah, you know, a few stragglers here and there.
Right. A few stragglers.
We'll get to them. We'll get to them. Hey, Chris Reese, here's something for you. You like heights. I don't know if you like them this much. Check out these 40 women in Arizona breaking a lot of state skydiving records. 40 women here diving from a plane 16,000 feet in the air, making 3 formations on a single skydive. In doing so, the group broke the state's sequential skydiving record. They also broke Arizona women's formation record, a decade-long one. The skydivers came from all around the U.S. and even outside the country, including from Paraguay and Spain. Chris Reese, you like heights, but I learned this morning you wouldn't skydive?
I do not have intentions on skydiving at this time.
You have not ruled out the possibility that sometime in the future you may want to go skydiving?
Now, if we talk to my representative later, we may decide that skydiving is something to do, but at this time,
that's funny.
Reese LLC has decided that skydiving is not something
the official statement from Reese LLC. It's on my bucket list. This is something I always wanted. I always wanted to skydive someday.
Always liked the idea of it. I think that sounds just like a fun time and such a thrill, but it's one of those ones where I'm like, I don't know, because it's like roller coasters and things, you're strapped in.
All right, quick bus stop forecast for us.
Yeah, as you're headed out today, we'll see a little sun early. Temperatures staying in the low 30s all day. We're also going to watch that chance for flurries all day, too.
Sounds good. Chris, we'll be right back, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021. And now is the time to transform your kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry. Clearview is the cabinetry that gives you more. More style, more storage, and more function. Create a custom cabinet configuration styled by you. Plus, Clearview Cabinetry offers the quickest delivery with free shipping to the store in 7 days or less. Create your dream kitchen with 11% off Clearview Cabinetry. Now during Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021.
Save big money at Menards.
Allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying Flonase daily stops your body from overreacting to allergens all season long. Psst, psst. Flonase, all good.
Hey guys.
Hey Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
I was doing some shopping and got a pop-up on my laptop. Computer had a virus. So I called the number on the page, and the guy on the phone wants to take control of my screen to sort it out. Then I remember a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Control my screen. This is a tech support scam. Thankfully, my order still went through.
Recognize fraud sooner so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Precision engineering. Rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Breathe easy. Contact AirServe for quality AC repair. Finally, a heating and cooling company you can count on.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
This morning, Josh Breider and Leah Linscheid are live at the Goodman Center for their big Thanksgiving drive.
And we are watching temperatures. They are down this morning, but we're also going to be down as we start to move towards early next week. We'll have the latest.
Motion. The latest from the Rittenhouse trial in Kenosha.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford. We continue our coverage of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial this morning. McKenna Alexander is live outside of the Kenosha County Courthouse this morning to set the scene. Good morning, McKenna.
Good morning, Chris. As I said a few hours ago, not much is really happening here as sun's starting to come up. A few more cars on the road, but right now, not too much is happening around the courthouse. Of course, that's not to say things will happen later, with jury deliberations set to resume at 9 a.m. here at the Kenosha County Courthouse. Now, right now, Rittenhouse faces life in prison if convicted for the most serious charge for using an AR-15 style rifle and killing 2 men and seriously injuring a third. Now, outside yesterday, a clash between protests ended in their arrest. According to our Eric Franke, the fight began on the steps of the courthouse.
But when that fight carried across 56th Street and stopped traffic on the eastbound side, that's when police came in, took 2 people into custody. We don't know what they were charged with or what even triggered this whole thing.
Before ending deliberation yesterday, the jury was reviewing video evidence that had been presented in court. Specifically, drone video was brought into question. Now, the problem here is that the prosecution had been given a quality version of this video before the trial, whereas the defense had received a more compressed, lesser quality version, which they say put them at a disadvantage. Had they known that going into the trial, they would have changed how they approached it. Chris?
All right, McKenna, thank you very much. Now, more on that video. Yesterday, the panel of jurors rewatched video evidence, which led to a different clash on many sides of how many times the videos could be viewed. Judge Schrader eventually ruling that they could continue to rewatch the video as long as it was inside the courtroom. But more video arguments ensued when the defense filed a motion for a mistrial because of a difference in video quality between what the different sides were seeing. Defense lawyers say they were given an inferior copy of the footage. Prosecutors say it shows Rittenhouse pointing a gun at protesters before being chased by a man he then shot and killed.
The individual who took the footage, who had been unable to find, came and airdropped the footage to Detective Howard. Ms. Wisco asked that it be emailed to her. He emailed her the file. Now, somewhere along the lines, whether it was it appears the issue is, I believe, Ms. Wisco could not have it airdropped because she has an Android phone.
Now, the defense says they would have handled their case differently if they had the same quality video the prosecutors had.
And the defense, I think, very rightly said, what do you mean? Shouldn't we have the same video? And as it turns out, they did not. They had a video that had much less data sort of included in it.
To footage from the...
Now, the judge has said that he will consider all 3 motions for a mistrial after the verdict. Yesterday's motion could lead to another trial, though, if the state pursued it. The previous 2 motions for a mistrial were with prejudice, meaning another trial would not be possible. The judge could make a decision at any time. 6:33 now. Let's check in with Chris Reese, Madison certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, we're talking about your commute as you go throughout today. We're going to be all dry as we go throughout the morning. No issues either, just colder. You may run into some snow showers and flurries throughout parts of the day, but it's not going to be a big deal. Shouldn't really impact your roadways either. But colder is certainly the name of the game. Waukesha, 29 degrees colder than 24 hours ago. Same in Kenosha. Janesville, you're 25 degrees colder, 15 degrees colder in Platteville, 16 degrees colder as you work your way up towards the Dells, where it's 26 right now. 28 in Mineral Point, 28 for us right here in Madison this morning. And we're tracking some of those snow showers really throughout parts of central Wisconsin. They're going to be pushing their way southward, and they've got a bit of drier air to fight. But still, there's just enough moisture and a layer of the atmosphere known as the snowflake growth zone. There's just enough moisture there that I expect some of those flakes to make it down towards the ground. Here's your cold front further towards our south and east. It'll continue to push away. We'll see more cloud cover moving in tomorrow as well. And then we're watching at least a little system that may bring chances for some rain and some light snow showers as we move into Sunday and into parts of Monday next week. Tuesday looks dry, but I am watching another system that's trying to show up by Wednesday. The models are still very uncertain with how they want to handle that. But for now, think a small chance of rain and snow on Wednesday that goes over to snow and flurries on Thanksgiving Day. That chance is smaller right now because there's not a lot of confidence, but there's the possibility of that as we start to move towards next week. Let's plan out the day. We're in the 20s now. We spend a lot of time in the 20s, up towards the 30s, and yes, we'll have a lot of cloud cover and some flurries falling out of that cloud cover. We go down to 21 tonight. Tomorrow, it's upper 30s, and then we're going to talk 40s as we start to move into Saturday. 47 to be exact. 43 on Sunday. You see our chance to rain, over to some snow on Monday, and then our slight chance of a mix that Wednesday, along with the flurry chance on Thursday. So we're keeping an eye on everything as we go throughout next week, including the wind chill. So we're going to plan a day. But after planning my day, we're going to take another look at how those wind chills are shaping up for next week.
What did you mention? The snowflake development zone?
Snowflake growth zone.
Growth zone.
Now, the actual word is dendritic growth zone. But dendrites and snow, I was like, that's a lot early. We don't need to get into cloud physics. But
early.
The snowflake growth zone
there you go.
is a thing, and there's a lot of moisture there. So that means we have a lot of flakes to fall into the drier air, so some of them make it as flurries.
Interesting. Chris Reese teaching us all something this morning. Thanks, buddy. 6:35 now, 1 week to go before Thanksgiving, and the Goodman Community Center is working hard to make sure that everyone can celebrate the holiday. Our Leah Linscheid is live at the Goodman Center this morning with why the Goodman Center's efforts are so important right now. Leah?
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We are at the Goodman Center, as Chris mentioned, and I wanted to just give a shout out to the community already for all of the help they've provided the center in their efforts to make sure everybody has this big, beautiful, traditional Thanksgiving meal this holiday season. Let's start with farmers. They have donated 32,000 pounds of produce. This is all local, folks, all from right here in South Central Wisconsin. We have broccoli, we have potatoes, we have carrots, we have onions. And that's not counting all of the donations from community members. Take a look at this gym. It's getting pretty full. We're at the start of collecting donations, so it's pretty full. But listen, we still need some help. I know Josh Sprider, my pal Josh, showed you this earlier, but I want to show you. They've got all of the totals written down on the sides of the wall in the gym. They need 3,500 more cans of gravy in the next 12 hours because they're going to start packing up these meals tonight and tomorrow night for distribution this weekend. I want to show you some numbers now. Let's bring up the graphics. There are 4,400 families who will be receiving these Thanksgiving baskets. That equals out to roughly 25,000 people in Dane County who will receive this big, delicious Thanksgiving meal this holiday season. 10,000 kids in those numbers. That's a big deal. And I want to remind you also, the United Way counts more than 60,000 people in Dane County who live in poverty. That's a big number that I think goes unnoticed by us. That's more than 1 in 7 folks in our community. 1 in 6 of them are children. So one last look at the gym out here at the Goodman Community Center. We could really use your help filling this entire space. If you have time on your Thursday, on your Friday to drop off donations, that would be absolutely great. Now, as I'm out here, I swear, I think I just saw a live turkey run by. Jim, photographer Jim, did you see something? No? Maybe I'm crazy. Well, anyway, coming up in 10 minutes. Coming up in 10 minutes, we're going to talk to Josh Sprider, as long as I don't get eaten by a wild turkey out here. He's going to talk about how you can donate all of the help that's coming a lot of ways for families here in Dane County. I knew it. I knew I saw one. I knew it, Chris. Did you see anything? Is it just me?
He was so quick. He was so quick. He just whizzed right by the camera. I could barely see him. Okay, Josh and Leah.
You better be careful.
Will do. All right. Thanks. We'll talk to you here shortly. Okay, let's talk about how News 3 Now is your coronavirus headquarters this morning. Beyond COVID, though, illnesses such as RSV and the flu continue to rise across Wisconsin, and there's a way to prevent getting severely sick with the flu, and that's your flu shot, of course. In this week's Time for Kids, we are breaking down how early kids should get vaccinated. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about COVID-19 and the vaccine for kids, and so now you have the respiratory illnesses that are continuing to spread in Wisconsin, including the flu. So, SSM Health physician Danielle Mitchell says the flu vaccine process for kids should begin within a year of being born.
The flu vaccine actually starts when we're about 6 months of age. And at that time, there's actually 2 flu vaccines that are required, separated by a short period of time to achieve an immune response. And then thereafter, they are yearly with what we call our flu season. So as we start to change into winter weather patterns, much like we're seeing now in Wisconsin, where weather outside is getting colder, we also start to see that more people are going indoors. And that's when we start to see a higher transmission with regards to upper respiratory illnesses, particularly viruses and bacteria.
Based on the flu season, it's recommended that people start getting the shot around mid-October, but it's not too late. The flu shot is available through February or March. Of course, our Time for Kids Recipe for Health team is always asking what you want to hear about. So let us know what health topics you're interested in, or you can share your family's health story with us online at ssmhealth.com/timeforkids.
Chris Reeks. Good information this morning. Thank you, Chris.
Of course, my pleasure.
Meantime, Wisconsin continues to see an increase in COVID cases. DHS reporting more than 3,500 new cases in a single day. State public health officials say we haven't seen numbers like that since last year. These numbers even higher than what we saw during September and October, which was when the Delta variant peaked in Wisconsin.
The trend we're seeing, I would say, from last week to this week is very concerning, and something that we need to watch very closely, because the slope of the curve looks similar to what we saw last fall.
This all as Dane County's mask mandate is scheduled to end the Saturday after Thanksgiving. The county previously said they did not have plans to extend it further.
Just ahead, we're in the 608 this morning, and I'm dressed like a turkey for good reason, because this is your chance to be able to help 44 families this Thanksgiving in helping donate all of the food items they need to have a dinner next week. We're back in the 608 right after this. It's turkey time.
The official Black Friday mattress preview sale starts now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 70% off top brands and get $1,100 in instant savings on select mattresses. Plus, pay no interest financing for up to 5 years on luxury brands. Ashley Home Store.
This year has been good for binging, but bad for bodies. Maybe your me time could use an upgrade to Massage Envy, where more people go to feel and look better. Massage Envy. Keep your body working.
Meineke is continuing to make your safety our #1 priority. When roads get wet and your tires are in bad condition, accidents happen. Meineke will inspect, repair, or replace your tires to make sure you stay safe on the road. Book your appointment today. Meineke Car Care Center, doing car care right.
It's my 310, no exit in sight, migraine medicine. It's Ubrelvy for any time, anywhere migraine strikes without worrying if it's too late or where I am. One dose can quickly stop my migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks CGRP protein, believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Welcome back to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, where the action's really heating up.
Yeah, Jerry, let's go down to Tina and see what's happening.
Thanks, guys. We're here with Cheryl and Greg, and they just won the huge jackpot. What are you guys gonna do with all that cash?
We're gonna go to Fiji.
See my mom. My mom. They're going to visit Mom. Maybe they'll take her on vacation.
Oh, it looks like a great day for Cheryl and Greg.
Hey, I wish I could join them.
Gaming Madison.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
The grand opening of the all-new Ashley Home Store of Madison is on now. Don't miss grand opening specials up to 65% off while they last. Plus, no interest until November 2026. The grand opening sale is on now at the Ashley Home Store of Madison on East Springs Drive.
The First Warn Weather Team breaks down all the info you need to be ready for this winter, keeping you safe and ahead of the storms. It's Severe Winter Weather Week, all this week, from your certified most accurate team, only on News 3 Now at 6.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help to provide Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without holiday dinner.
Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Hey, look at that. That's a good video. Looking good on the ride there. We're talking about more clouds moving into the picture and some snow flurries today, but it's also going to be a lot colder. So I'm not quite sure you're going to be going for the ride as temperatures are staying into the 30s, 32 at lunchtime, 33 by the time we get you towards 4 o'clock. You see that sunshine out there now? This right here is the cloud cover. It's already starting to sneak into the mix. And you see some of the snow showers and flurries that are to our north. They're running into a bit of drier air, but there's a lot of moisture and what is known as the snowflake growth zone. And so that's why I believe we'll have just enough snowflake action to actually make it down towards the ground at times today. Here's our cold shot. That actually subsides for the weekend until our bigger shot of cold starts to dive in for Thanksgiving week. And yeah, we talk about a chill. Wind chills is a Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Back into the teens. Here we are Monday morning. That is a goose egg. 0. Perhaps that wind chill as we move towards Monday morning and staying with some pretty chilly temperatures. So Chris Stanford, I can't remember how many weeks I've said this. I feel like a broken record, but for like the past 3 weeks or a month or so, I've been talking about the fact that I expected Thanksgiving week to trend colder, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Yeah, you were way ahead on that one. Now we just got to see if your bold prediction holds up.
We will see.
That we have snow or at least flurries on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Yeah, we shall see.
I know, it's in jeopardy. Thanks, Chris.
All right. Folks, we are in the 608 where it is open season on turkeys ahead of Thanksgiving Day. And look at us, we got a live one. Josh Breiter, looking good, as always.
For good reason today, right?
For good reason. You will always put on a costume for charity, won't you?
You can't tell me there's a turkey costume and not expect Josh Breiter to put the turkey costume on, right?
I really didn't think he would put it on. I'm pretty impressed.
Well, here I am. I fit into it. I think I look pretty good this morning. And hey, we're talking about a very big need here in the 608 this morning. A very special story here for News 3 Now and a lot of us in the viewing area. We are trying to feed 4,400 families this weekend and coming up next week for Thanksgiving. You can see we've got a bunch of items that have been donated behind us. I want to bring in Francesca Frisk with us this morning, and you're the food pantry manager, and you guys have a couple of more days of really hard work in supporting these folks here locally.
We sure do. I have so much fun with this event, as do our volunteers and you guys as well, I guess. But we're just blown away by what the community does for us and for our fellow neighbors, and it's just an inspiring thing to see.
So you guys have had a heck of a donation already, but you still need quite a bit ahead here as we look forward to the next couple of days.
Yep, we kind of have a need right up until the end. We'll be giving out baskets and taking donations at the same time, so there's always more food that we can bring. We do a really great countdown on our website and our social media, so you can check it there. But things like stuffing, broth, gravy are all really needed at this point because we're going to start to pack those bags tomorrow night, and we don't have enough.
And the stories from some of these folks that are coming and donating, I'm just going to slide past the camera right here. You had noticed, or you had said that this is just one person that brought in all of this food on this card.
Yeah, it's so amazing to see the people that are inspired to kind of come and make a difference. It really brings our community together and makes me love Madison so much. So we'll see, one individual go out and spend hundreds of dollars, or we'll see kids that will kind of color posters and pass it out to their neighbors to do a food drive. You know, you name it. There's so many wonderful little stories of how this food is getting here, and it's great to see.
And some of these folks that have donated have actually needed this service before as well, so it's kind of that full circle moment.
Yeah, that is, I think, really fulfilling for them to be able to give back after they've maybe benefited from it in the past, and it's really heartwarming to see the impact that we've had on people.
So we've got a few more days. Distribution starts this weekend, but if people are still interested in helping out, how can they do that?
They can stop by and see us. We're here till 7 o'clock today and tomorrow accepting donations. We'll be here through the weekend as well. You can also make a financial donation online at goodmancenter.org.
All right, very good, Francesca. Thank you so much, and thank you for the turkey costume. I appreciate it. We're going to do the old turkey trot over to Miss Leah Linscheid over here. And, hey, this is a special, special story for us. And, I mean, it's a good connection to be able to get out here into the community, have a little fun, because this is a big deal, but this is affecting a lot of people here in Madison.
Yeah, we've been lucky enough to partner with the Goodman Community Center for years now to help put on this Thanksgiving drive. We would love your help, folks. Again, they are hoping to put those baskets together tomorrow night already with distribution Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Help make 4,400 families really just have the best season.
Again, yeah, I have the web story up on channel3000.com right at the top of the homepage so you can learn more here. This thing's getting in my face a little bit. No costume necessary. All you got to do is stop by here and donate. It's super simple.
Although if you do wear a turkey costume, we might put you on television.
I mean, why not, right? It does look good.
Chris, we need to get you one of these.
I'm good. I'll pass. Josh and Leah, great cause.
That doesn't really strike me as Chris Stanford's look.
I don't know if I can pull it off. Josh pulls it off. I don't know if I can do that. All right, Josh and
you
Leah.
You might be a little too tall for this costume, Chris Stanford.
I think, well, that can be my excuse. I'm just too tall for it. All right, guys, thank you very much. We got to get to our question of the day real quick here. Your chance to win a pair of Newt Street Now coffee mugs. And we're asking, would you go on a cruise? Yes or no answer, please. Go to channel3000.com/contests. Or there's a link right on the homepage. Let us know, yes or no. Coming up in the morning sprint, all of the morning's top headlines. First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Charlotte and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on our already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, you're right, we can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Warden, board-certified plastic surgeon and host of The Doctors. If you're like most people struggling with areas of stubborn, diet-resistant body fat, then it's time you call Sono Bello.
I lost 2 inches here in the waist, and I lost 3.5 inches here in my hips.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
I got to buy 4 brand new bikinis. I had abs after Sono Bello.
Sono Bello can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just 1 visit.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly on your stomach, back, or even your thighs.
I actually tried a bikini on, and I looked in the mirror and I thought, wow.
Call 1-855-417-8921 or go to sonobello.com.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on our already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
6:54, time for the morning sprint. We begin in Kenosha, where jurors are set to begin a third day of deliberations. Our McKenna Alexander is there now.
Yeah, Chris, yesterday, Kyle Rittenhouse's defense asked for a mistrial, saying they'd only received a lower quality version of a video that was shown in court. And had they received a higher quality version like the prosecution had, then they would have approached the trial differently. Rittenhouse faces 5 counts, including first-degree intentional homicide for killing 2 men and seriously injuring another during protests in Kenosha last year. Chris?
We will push out updates today on our Channel 3000 News app. Again, thank you. Police say they have a suspect in custody following a homicide on the east side yesterday. It's now the 10th in Madison so far this year. Officers were called to a home on Home Avenue after midnight. There they found a 24-year-old man who'd been shot and later died at the hospital. Police were able to identify a person of interest and arrested that person on unrelated charges. Police spent more than 2 hours investigating a shooting at the intersection of Cottage Grove Road and Monona Drive last night. Police say no one was injured. They did close off much of the area as police searched the Walgreens parking lot and neighboring apartment. Police are still searching for the shooter, but have no description. Pfizer's COVID booster vaccine may soon be available to all adults across the nation. The FDA could give the shot the final green light for anyone 18 and older as early as today when they begin a 2-day meeting. It is expected the CDC director would give final approval. The strike at John Deere is over. Workers approached a new contract last night, or approved rather a new contract. It ends a month-long walkout. After rejecting 2 previous offers, members of the United Auto Workers approved the deal 61 to 39%. It comes with an immediate 10% raise, change to health care, and improvements to the pension plan.
Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, we see that starting to rise on the screen there, but also here comes the cloud cover back from the north and west. That cloud cover is going to deliver a chance of some flurries as we go throughout the morning. 28 degrees right now. 28 for Janesville as well. 26 as you work your way towards the Dells. And over the next 12 hours, temperatures only warm up to about 34 today, but we spend a lot of time around 32 and 33 as well. So get used to that cloud cover for parts of the afternoon, along with that chance for some flurries, especially around lunch and early afternoon.
Thanks, Chris. Your next news update is 30 minutes away.